Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your October 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be located in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Capricorn, October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. Angels and spirit guides. With one bonus card. Fantastic. Okay, let me move my camera just a little bit. Ooh, closer for you guys. Okay, there we go. And let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Capricorn, October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, and show me clearly. There we go. These are the ones that want to be heard. So that's brilliant. I have to say, there's a huge part of this time that has to do with expressing and stating your truth. It's like facing some things that we rather kind of not address. We kind of just like want to put in a closet and leave it. It's like, no, there's a freeing. There's a freeing that you're doing. And there's a way that you're purging a lot of what has held you back to embrace your power and to embrace your grace. And we start off here with soul's healing. And that's exactly what it is. It's, oh, that was powerful. It's your soul is healing. Your soul is healing. Your soul is embracing. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. This is divinity giving you and raining down this light of healing, this light of compassion, this light of understanding, this light of grace. And it really moves you forward in this determination, but also in the sense of what was once shattered, being not put back together, because we're never exactly the same, right? But it being cleansed, it being reformed into the shape that it needs to take now. And then we have here life purpose, the throat chakra. And as you embrace your life purpose, as you state your truth, as you walk forward in your light, in your brilliance, in this healing, in this glory, you embrace your life purpose. You embrace your truth on this earth, okay? And in this reality. Now, with our life purposes, we always think that they are to be something grandiose. We always think that, oh my gosh, if thousands upon thousands of people don't know my name, then my life purpose hasn't been met. And that's not it at all. You know, traditionally, when human beings started off, we lived in communities of like 50 people, and those were the amount of people that we were supposed to know. Now we have hundreds or thousands of people that we know, that we interact with. But it's saying that if you walk in your purpose and you walk with grace, it could be very small. You may affect only 50 people. You may affect less than that, only 5. But those 5 people will affect 5 people, will affect 5 people. And that moves you forward, and that connects you to this world in a profound and beautiful way. But if you shine with your grace, no matter if your life purpose is to be the best parent that you can be, the best sibling, the best lover, the best, teacher, it does not matter. It does not matter what your life purpose is. A sitting in meditation is saying, okay, what brings me joy? But also what brings me a sense of pride of purpose? What makes me feel like I actually accomplished something? And seeing how that moves you forward, how that embraces your purpose, your goals, and your prosperity. And it's moving forward in that. And it's letting that also be a part of your voice, because this is the throat chakra. And when I think of the throat chakra, I always think of our voices. Letting that be a part of our voice of truth, our voice of understanding. And it leads you to peace. It leads you to being crowned by peace. This is the crown chakra. And the way I've been seeing the crown chakra is quite literally as the crown that we wear upon our heads. And so as you're moving forward during this time, you want peace, you want centering, you want compassion, you want understanding. That's what you're longing for. And so when you're sitting in meditation, or when you're just sitting in your life, thinking of peace, eating your lunch, or going for a walk, or, sitting quietly with a cup of tea, just visualize, just think of yourself sitting at a table, okay, a beautiful table in this beautiful chair, and you are presented with this velvet box, right? And the person opens up the box, and you see inside it, and there's your crown. There is your crown. Here it is the crown that brings peace, it brings harmony, it brings a sense of purpose and contentment into your life. What does that crown look like? Is it gorgeous? Is it, so grandiose that nobody in their right mind could, doubt that it was a crown for royalty? Is it more demure? Is it more subtle? Is there not a crown at all? Do you sit there and think, I'm not worthy of it? When you reach to go for that crown, because reach to go for that crown, to place that crown upon your head, does it fall apart? Can you not reach for it? Are you not allowed to touch it? Is there something in your subconscious that says, no, that's not for you? Nice idea, but it's really for somebody else, somebody more worthy, because you are worthy of that crown. Is the crown tarnished? Is the crown broken? When you start to reach for it and claim it into your life, does it fall apart? Why? Why? Keep on visualizing this until you can pick up the crown. It doesn't mean that you have to sit there for hours and hours and hours upon, visualizing you with this crown. It means that you look at things and you say, okay, I'm coming back to this. And every single day, you sit down with your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, and you visualize putting that crown upon your head. And then that whole entire day, as you start your morning, as you start your day, you are walking with a crown upon your head as royalty in your own existence, calling peace forward in your life. What do you need to do to bring that peace, to claim that power? It then leads you to holistic health, your root chakra. This is taking a more holistic, this is taking a more alternative path to health. Now, this does not mean you stop seeing the doctor or anything like that. And of course, contact your healthcare professional, about things that you are changing. But this is looking at things and saying, okay, let me get back to what is natural. Am I changing my diet to something more natural? Am I going to look at my life more openly, more honestly, and be maybe at times brutal with myself with the things that I need to change in order to move forward to success, but also kind within myself, saying, I know I can make these changes. I know I can be empowered to move forward in the way that I want to. This is looking at a more natural approach instead of a more chemical approach. So as you're looking at these things, it's embracing your holistic health. It's like it could be making a shift from regular coffee to chicory coffee, coffee. And, finding that that really does taste good, and I love it. And it really does, it adds to your day. It doesn't give you this moment high of caffeine, but it gives you this soothing, pleasant taste. And then you're able to move forward in your day with that sense of a tradition of having a cup of coffee. But, now it's changed. Now it's healthier for you. And as my great grandma would always say, it's better for your blood, right? So here, it's looking at things and it's making those little changes. It can be, instead of reaching for the chips, you reach for a piece of fruit, those type of things. Where you start eating more, vegetables, more meats, more, foods that we have to prepare ourselves. And then as you make those choices, you find yourself more empowered. So let's see here. We're going to start with the tarot. We have the left-hand side, which is your inner self. The middle, which is the heart, the emotional self. And the right-hand side, which is the public arena, the public self. And of course, we have one bonus card. So we're starting off with the Emperor. Now, this is Aries energy, a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. And there's power in your stars. There's power in the way that you're moving forward. And there's power in the beauty of your perfection. We have the Lovers, which is a Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st, to June 20th. This is love coming in, and this is embracing love while also being, blessed and embraced by your angels. This then leads you to the Six of Pentacles, prosperity coming, but also a balancing. It's like, I cannot give and give and give without receiving anything in return. There's a sense of a give and a take, a symbiotic relationship coming forward in things and in all manners of your life. It's like, I need this give and take. And then you have the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Not the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, a defender of your heart's truth, a defender of what you love and what you want within your life. It leads you to the Six of Cups. Now you have 6 repeated 3 times. This is a divine number. It is a number of caring. It is a number of healing. The Six of Cups is not being... Your heart is going to be very nostalgic, okay? The past can always seem brighter than the present. And it also can be that we carry with ourselves a lot of pains that were spoken over us when we were small, when everything was so much more, when people's words had so much more power on us than they do now. Or they can even bring up those wounds, and it can be a sensitive topic for you. And your heart is really looking at that. Because what you're embracing is being a queen of your passion, okay? Being a queen of what you desire. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is being a ruler of what you love. And it's being more private. You have the sense inwardly where you're seizing control, you're seizing power. And in your heart, it's like you have that power, you have that fire, strong Aries energy here. But you're doing it more behind the scenes. It's like, my heart does not need to be known to everyone. It's a sacred tool for me. And it brings you to the Hierophant. It brings you to a sense of balancing yourself, balancing what you desire. This is also Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. You might even kind of be very influenced or have a cusp energy of Aries Taurus here coming in, which Spirit is showing is true for some, of course. And this is saying, but you're also on this cusp. Oh, that's so interesting. You're on this cusp of this energy because you resonate very much with Taurian energy because it's earth sign energy, and earth sign energy gets earth sign energy, right? And with the Hierophant, you're looking at this balance, you're looking at what you desire, and you're looking at it coming into and being part of this earthly world. But you're also looking at your passion. You're looking at the reason you get out of bed in the morning, the fire, the truth, the vigor that is us. And you're finding a way to ground these two and have these two be a part of you. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is you. You're becoming a student of your prosperity. You're looking at things differently. You have the maps here. You are seeing the roads that you want to take. And it's like, okay, how do I take in this knowledge? How do I take in everything that I want and everything that I desire? And your heart is really looking at this really openly and really honestly in the here and the now, because there's something about the past that is coming in, and it's making you doubt the way that you can move forward. It's making you, look at things and question who you are. As you embrace the truth of the way that you're moving forward, as you're looking at things openly and honestly for yourself, you're bringing your dreams into the waking world. And that's a scary thing to do, but it's also a tremendously powerful thing to do, because this is our heart's desire. These are the dreams that we have that are so sacred to us that they become sacred truths. They become sacred wishes. They become something that you put on the shelf. It's like you only take it out for special, right? And so here, it's bringing those dreams into reality and not being overwhelmed by them and not retreating into them as your escape for the cruelness of this world. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. It's like as you start to embrace your dreams, there's a prosperity, there's a bounty to you, there's a ripening of the harvest. And as you're waiting for the harvest to ripen, this is a time of leisure, but it's also knowing that there's going to be hard work ahead. So there's something here that you are planning for. That's it. It's not like you're sitting back, just doing nothing. It's like you're planning for something greater, because you have the Empress coming in and you are creating, you are cultivating, you are moving down roads that you never thought you could walk down. This is like a path that was lost to you, a truth that you thought, oh my, I was just so young, so silly to even think that could be part of my life. But now it is a part of your life. And it's like, wow, I've created this. I can move forward in this wisdom. And you're taking aim. You're taking aim with the Two of Swords for what you want and what you desire. And you're going after your bullseye. And you're seeing pathways open up that you hadn't anticipated. And it brings you to the Ten of Pentacles. It brings you to prosperity that can last for generations. And it brings you to a sense of things coming together, in a sense, oh, I just feel, the energy comes through that is just like, it's peace. It gives you chills. It's just like, oh, it's peace. It's like, oh, this is what I've been working towards. And it doesn't mean that this is a win that comes, right now. It means that this is what you've been building towards. And this is what you deeply and profoundly want. The repeat of the number 6 here 3 times is showing that there is healing and there is kindness and there is caring in this world for you. Even if, it simply comes from ourselves. When we care about ourselves and when we truly cherish ourselves, that is a time where, yes, you can meet people that take you by eyes, but that is a time where you start to see people who truly cherish and care for you coming in. Because the people who don't truly cherish, they can't stand that type of energy. They're like, ooh, no, what the heck are you doing, kind of thing. So let's see. Oh, we already did that. Let's see what people will be aiding you during this time, Capricorn. Capricorn. Who will be aiding Capricorn? October 16th to the 31st, 2020, Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020, Capricorn. Who will be aiding Capricorn? October 16th to the 31st, 2020, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, 4. That's always nice. There's also, I have to address it, there's also an anxious energy here. You might be feeling it right now in this reading, where it's kind of like, I have to get everything done all at once. Like, you get everything out, get everything said. Yeah. And there is a need to kind of step back and to know that things are developing and things are moving forward in their time and in their truth. And so that's going to be just a powerful thing to address, because you're going to see that it really does move you forward in a profound way. It really does, to sit there and say, I don't need to rush. I don't need to be chaotic about this. Or even if it is, something that's very time sensitive, it's kind of like, okay, step back, breathe, and then make the decision. Then see how you want things to move forward. So we're starting here with the Lord. So you have a very positive Aries energy coming in. This is the Lord. This is Aries. This is somebody who is strong. This is somebody who's determined. This is somebody who is, the Emperor is the battle warrior. It's, understanding it is force. It is somebody who is very forceful, somebody who doesn't back down. And Capricorn, you're really attracted to that during this time. It's not that you want to be a domineering person, and it's not that this person is a domineering person. It's that this is a sense of truth and of power and of determination and of insight and of ideas. And it's like, that's what I want. I want to be that force of focus. And that's what you're really looking for. And that's what's going to really propel you forward. And yeah, that's what Spirit was saying before with the cusp. It's like, that's what's propelling you forward into the prosperity in the waking world, is the sense of determination. Now, this person, you don't have to know them in real life. They can be a person who inspires you in a myriad of different ways. You can read a work that makes you just absolutely think of the Lord, think of, the emperor, think of this ruling, powerful force. This could be in movies, this could be in literature, this could be poetry, this could be finding somebody on YouTube who's talking about something or who is that force of character. And it really does inspire you. And here, both with the antlers on their heads, it's like it is embracing the power of majesty, but also the power of the earth. And then we have here the Princess of Cups. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. There we go. This is love. This is healing. This is somebody who's astoundingly kind. Okay? Has a gentleness about them. Has a way of embracing the waters of what they desire, of truth, of understanding, of healing. And that's going to be something that really calls to you during this time. As much as you are moving forward, you're also healing from a lot that has kept you held back, a lot that has made you doubt yourself. And as you're healing, this is a young energy, or it can just be a youthful person, a person who might be, more progressed in years, but astoundingly light of spirit, astoundingly, agile and, just brilliant. And their light really does shine on you, and you're drinking deeply of the waters that they bring forward into this world. And it then leads you to the star, which is Aquarius energy. Now, this is a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. If you're born on the cusp with Aquarius, this energy feels very natural to you. This is also somebody who pours the waters of healing into the world through logic, through understanding, through, thinking, through comparison, through, so many different means. And they can be very intricately involved in their own world, in their own way forward. And so here it's a looking at that. It's looking at the healing and the power that they are bringing, sometimes without even knowing it. It's just through existing. And then we have here the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is somebody who knows that they rule only themselves. We rule only ourselves. We cannot rule anybody else. And so with the King of Cups, as you embrace this ruling of love, as this person, as you see that we rule only us. And it goes so contrary to what we believe. It's like, no, I, tell these many people what to do. I have this family and they listen to me, that type of thing. But you can't get anybody to do what you don't want, what they don't want to do. You just can't. You can't even, a lot of times, and, I see it with myself all the time. It's like, oh, I'm not going to eat any junk food. It has a chip. It's like, oh, okay, well, that was great. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. And then, sometimes life just takes over and you don't. So you don't even listen to your own rules that you set up for yourself. Why would others, so readily listen to the rules that we set up for them? Now, even with little kids, I see this with my nephew. He's not even 2, and he's such a willful person. It's like, no, I will not do it. I will not eat my food. I will not do this. I will not do that. And you can sit there and argue. But arguing with a child that is that little, even arguing with a child who's older, it's maddening sometimes. And so here, it is understanding I'm only in control of me. I can only really control my reactions to things, my emotions. And that is what I'm embracing. And that's what this person helps you see, helps you embrace. And it leads you to really being a ruler of your life. It really leads you to the empowerment of the emperor, because it's like, I rule my existence, my life, and myself. And my gosh, am I going to be doing a stellar job of it? You might sit there and look at your life and say, okay, I'm really good at this area and this area, but man, am I failing over here. And, be open and honest with yourself. Look at things and say, okay, this is where I need to improve 1%. Even getting ourselves to do that 1% of improvement is a big thing, because it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to say, I've improved 1%. Because if you improve 1% every day, that's 365% in a year. If you improve, there we go, 1% every week, what is there, 52 weeks in a year? That's 52% better at the end of a year. That's doable. That's manageable. And that's something to be really proud of. And so here, as you're embracing the Emperor, as you're looking at what you want, there's a sense, as I was stumbling over my words, it's like there's a sense of a speed. It's kind of like, okay, well, I'll improve instead of 1%, I'll improve 5% or 10%, and I'll really push myself. And you're going to go, and you're going to want to go gung-ho at this. And then you're going to burn out. You're going to feel sad, you're going to feel overwhelmed, and it's like, oh man, well, that's not working. This is your power. This is your determination. Aries, who, of course, is representative of the Emperor, is the god of war. And in our life, to live our path, to live our life purpose, to embrace the healing, to find peace, and to have health, it seems like a battle. It seems like a battle that we are constantly fighting. And as you are embracing it, and as you are embracing the truth within your stars, kind of like fate. It's not being nihilistic. It's not like, oh, well, why does it even matter? Everything just happens. It's like, okay, well, fair. Life does just happen, and it keeps going whether we move with it or not. But it's better to be part of the game than it is to, not be. Than it is to sit there and say, well, it doesn't matter what I think, it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter what I say. Everything's just going to happen anyway. No, this is being an active player, and this is being a fierce player in the power of your truth. And it leads you to your love. It leads you to your understanding. It leads you to your angels blessing you, opening up their wings, saying, I am here with you. And it leads you to really seeing what you love, what you desire, and what you need. And as you embrace this love, you embrace your truth. You embrace your passion. You embrace your brilliance. And it leads you to sitting there and saying, as you look at what you love in this life, and also with Gemini energy, it's kind of like the thing that Geminis have to do, Capricorn, is that they have to not give up everything, to have the approval of everybody else. And that's going to be something very important to you, not giving up who you are to have the approval of everybody else. And Capricorn, you can kind of go in the other extremes, like you are earth sign energy. You can really dig in your heels and be like, no, this is right. This is the way we're doing things. And that's just that. You don't have to like it type of deal. These are the facts. This is the way we're moving forward. But you are going to find at times that as your heart is opening, and it's not that you're closed-hearted at all, because you're not. You have this brilliance to you. You have this, this way of seeing things, this absolute joy to your spirit. And it's coming out. And you're really embracing it during this time. And you're embracing what you love. You're embracing what you desire. You're embracing what you need. And as you do this, the negative side of the Gemini comes out. And it's like, okay, as you're embracing this duality of everything that you are and everything that you want, and you're really having fun with it, there's going to be the sense of, well, make sure you're making everybody else happy. Make sure you have everybody else's approval. And that's going to be the sticky wicket. That's going to be the thing that it's like, why? Why do I need everybody else's approval if I'm heading down my path and if I'm embracing my truth? Because it's bringing you to a place of balance. It's bringing you to a place of not having everybody take advantage. And it's also a symbiotic relationship. It's a place of understanding. It's a place of harmony. It's a place of love for yourself, and not a place of giving and giving and giving till there's nothing left. Because if there's nothing left, it's like having a cup. If you're filling up everybody else's water, but you're never replenishing your pitcher, your cup, but you're giving it out to everybody else, what do you have? What's left for you? This is being very open, very honest about yourself, about what you need, about what you want, about what you desire, and about all the hands that are out to you, taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. This can also be the times that we take. And I'm not saying that could be a very specific message for a very specific person. But it's like looking at the balance of it and needing that balance. And I know that's not what everybody wants to hear, but that's what Spirit is saying. And it brings us to the Knight of Cups. It brings us then to being a defender of our hearts, of what we desire, of what we love, of what we need, of our passion, of our brilliance, of our truth, and moving forward in that love. This is also a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And then as you move forward in that love, right, you have this sense here with the Six of Cups. You're moving forward in love. You're defending what it is that you want. But this is the past coming in. This is the negativity that was spoken over you. This is the brilliance that you once had. This is us trying to go back. Now, whether it's positively or negatively, it depends on the day. It depends on our moods. It can depend on a lot. Because it can be at times we're going back and it's in a negative way. Oh, wow, this person said this when I was in school and it totally changed the course of what I thought I could do. Or this person said this positively and it made me feel like I was, the king of the world. And so I really believed in myself. And we want to go back to those feelings. Now, either it's out of insecurity to go back to the negative one, or the insecurities that have been built off of that, or it's out of feeling that treasure, that, that sense of anything is possible. And it's looking at this openly and honestly and finding that balance within ourselves, of prosperity, of bounty, of heart, and of truth, and of saying, I walk forward in me. The past, it shaped me, it forged me, for better or for worse. And it cannot be repeated. It just cannot. Unless we ourselves reenact the event or, take the behavior that was learned and make it a part of our everyday lives. And again, that's either for better or for worse. And as that understanding comes forward, you embrace being the queen of your passion, the queen of your heart, the queen of what you desire, the queen of your fire, the queen of your brilliance. There's magic around you. Right? The Queen of Wands is really making me see magic. And, as much as, yeah. So for some, yes, if you believe in conjuring magic, it is conjuring magic. But as much as we would love to be able to kind of wave a magic wand and say, everything is changing, and just have it change, just have like Fantasia, everything come to life and the house clean itself. That's not how it works. I see this as the God's head within us, and embracing the truth and the power that was hidden away in the one place we would never look, the place inside ourselves. And so here, it is our passion, it is our fire, it is our determination, it is saying, I claim this throne. And it's a throne that for a lot of us, we thought, oh no, I'm just not really that talented. I'm just not really that good. Or, yeah, I had my heyday, but it's over now. It lasted 5 seconds of my life. And I'm, being facetious here. It might have lasted a bit of time, but it's like, okay, that's past. I was like, no, I am taking back my power. I am taking back my grace. I am taking back my glory. And I'm moving forward in that passion. And as you do so, you ground yourself in your truth. And you're a Capricorn. You're very good at grounding yourself. You're very good at looking at this earthly plane and seeing power and seeing balance and seeing understanding and seeing brilliance and seeing the interconnectiveness of this world. Right? And as you are embracing this, you are embracing you. Now, this is a Taurus energy, right? So it can bring bullheadedness forward in us, stubbornness coming forward. But it is also a sense of embracing the sensuality of life, embracing the beauty, embracing the nuances, looking at things and slowly and steadily cultivating our truth with the Hierophant, which is the Pope in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, right? It is being the King of Kings. It is being the ruler of your soul and of yourself and of your power. Even, the ruler of emperors was the Pope back in medieval times. And so here, it is the power of that truth that moves you forward, that there is something greater in you than the power of man. And it's the power of your truth. It is the power of your grounded reality. It is the power of the blessings that you were born with. All right. And these may be things that you are realizing, that you are cultivating, that you are gaining an understanding of. But it is the power that is in the individual. And as you're sitting there and saying, well, this is me. This is my truth. This is my power. This is my understanding. And if I deviate from this course, I feel less than. I feel less than who I'm supposed to be. I feel drained. I feel small. I feel weaker. And it's like, no, I'm embracing my strength. I'm embracing my power. I'm embracing my truth. And as you do so, you become a student of that power, of that truth, and of that understanding. It's like the old saying that once you stop learning, you stop really living. And it's embracing that student mentality within your heart. What do I need? What seeds do I need to collect? What do I need to plant to have the richest, most beautiful garden of my life? Because I view our lives as gardens. And our gardens can be overrun with weeds. Our gardens can be just being laid out. Our gardens can be too much, or too little at times. But we're always cultivating them. We're always changing them. And you're embracing here that cultivation, that change, that power. And you're also seeing what you want to plant. Do you want your garden to be a vegetable garden, or do you want it to be a rose garden, or do you want it, what do you want it to be? What is it that you are collecting? And not in the realm, of plants. It's kind of like, What is it that is most valuable to you? Think of it as a fantasy garden. Think of it as, if you plant this, you get laughter. If you plant that, you get wealth. If you plant this, you get security. If you plant this, you get creativity. Look at what it is that you want to plant and then see the magnificence of it all coming forward. And it leads you to embracing your dreams. It leads you to embracing what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, and what it is that you need. And our dreams are important because our dreams give us a goal, an aim, right? And as you look at your dreams, for so many of us, myself included, our dreams become sacred. They become these sacred things that we put away. That just thinking of bringing them out into the real world is almost like a sacrilege. It's like, it's such a holy thing for us, our dreams. And so we live in our daydreams. We live in our fantasies. We live in what we wish was, but we can always go there in our minds. So it never has to be sullied by the real world. Now it is time to look at our dreams, to look at what we desire, and start to build and cultivate them, to start to embrace and be empowered by them, and start to bring them into this world. And as we do, there's this sense of ease that comes over us. This sense of beauty, this sense of coming together, this sense of abundance and a sense of power. And yes, the harvest is going to have to come because, the fruit is ripening and it will have to be picked. But it is a knowing that security is there. It is knowing that, yes, there's a lot of hard work, because if you've ever, had to go and take in the harvest, it's backbreaking. There's backbreaking work ahead, but there's enjoyment in the moment. And the backbreaking work can simply be living, because that's hard enough. It's embracing your prosperity. It's embracing your bounty. It's looking at what you desire. And it's saying, this is what I want. This is what I've worked for. And this is what I'm cultivating. And then pathways start to open up to you. You're reclaiming your voice. You're seeing a path that's coming to you. You're seeing, it's almost like it was overgrown before. And you might not even have known it was there. But now you're embracing it. You're like, wow, that's it. That's what I desire. That's what I want. That's what I need. And that's what's happening with the Empress. This creative energy is coming forward. This way of looking at things, this honesty, this openness, this understanding of self is empowering you and moving you and driving you and embracing you with love and, acceptance and understanding and just bounty. And you're taking aim. You're taking aim. And the only two ways that you thought things could move forward, you start to see that you're hitting your bullseye more and more, and that those 2 ways are opening up, that they're becoming, 3 ways, 4 ways, 5 ways, 6 ways, and you're like, oh wow, there's so much more here than I realized, and that leads you to prosperity that lasts for generations. It doesn't mean that it has to be, winning the lottery. It means that it can be something you value as much as money coming into your life, sharing that with the people around you, and them sharing it with the people around them, and them sharing it with the people around them. And it becomes this thing that takes life, this bounty, this brilliance, this beauty. But it can also be a security within yourself, a security within your soul, a security within the way that you're moving forward that is so much more than what you expected, and yet so astoundingly breathtaking. Let's go deeper. Capricorn, October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. And then let's look at the people you need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Capricorn needs to be mindful of? October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. Who are the people that Capricorn needs to be mindful of? October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. angels and spirit guides. Awesome. So we have here the Lovers, Gemini energy, and this is exactly it. The negative Gemini energy that I saw within this line. It's like the caring what everybody else thinks. It's a person that really exemplifies this. It's like, care what everybody else thinks, because if they don't think highly of you, how are you supposed to think highly of you? You know, the wishy-washiness, the floating from here to there, you know, the not being decisive of your way forward, of what you desire, of what you are needing. And it's brought out by this person. And it can be that, you know, you're watching something, you're listening to something, you're reading something that brings out the insecurities. And it's like, oh my gosh, what if they're all right? You know, what if, you know, I've just totally messed everything up? And it's like, no, stay within your balance, stay within your understanding. That's the time where your beautiful Capricorn energy comes in. It's like, dig in your heels, look at things and be like, no, this is my truth, this is my desire, this is how I'm moving forward on this earthly plane, and I believe in me. And that is going to be the most powerful thing that you can do. And then you have the Queen of Air. And this can be the Gemini energy, most definitely, because this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is looking at what you desire. This is, you know, a person who can cut you right to the core and bring out those insecurities, bring out those doubts, those fears. This is during Mercury retrograde, so there can be communication that is just going absolutely haywire. And this person, you know, cuts right to the hearts of things and is vicious in what they say. So instead of bringing people together, they rip things apart. And it brings you to the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is going to be a person who is a trauma drama. You know, just absolutely everything is chaotic and overwhelming, and, you know, tears and anger and upsets and disappointments and everything like that. And this is a person who will more than readily pull you in. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't know if I said that already, but just more than willing to pull you in. This is going to be a person who's very emotional. This is going to be a person who's very logical. Or thinks they're being very logical. And then you have the World, the Three of Swords, and the Star card, Aquarius energy coming in. The Tower, the Ten of Swords, ooh, wow, and nature. So this is the essence of you coming forward, okay, at your rooted self. This is the Devil card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and you are represented by the Devil in the Major Arcana, by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. We have Justice coming in, Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. The Page of Pentacles, again, you come through as a student of your prosperity, and then you have the Three of Pentacles. So here with the World, as you embrace your prosperity with the Emperor, okay, and as you look at what you love, the world opens up to you. The world becomes so much more than what you had thought. Doors that were once closed to you start to open. Power starts to come in. It's like, wow, I can move forward this way. I can, you know, I can be graced, and I can be blessed, and I, you know, I don't have to doubt, and I don't have to close the doors on me. You know, it's kind of like, I can achieve this. And so doors that you thought were closed start to open, and you start to really face the heartbreaks, the pains, the disappointments that have held you back, because you're saying life deserves to be balanced. It's being discerning with the way that you're moving forward. It's focusing on the justice that you want within your life. It's like, okay, everything can't come in. Everything, you know, everything can't come at you. You can't take care of it all. You have to decide what deserves your attention and what doesn't. That might sound mean, that might sound cruel, but it's not. It's like it has you looking at the heartbreak, looking at the pain, looking at the disappointment that has defined you for too long, and saying, no, this will not be my truth. This is not what I want. And it's looking at the pain that robbed away so much of your confidence, so much of what you desired, that made you think less than, made you think that you were worth less than. And that's what the world is opening up to you from. It's from that place of lack. And now you start to see the stars in the sky. You start to move towards what you love. And this is what you desire. This is your passion. This is your brilliance. This is the highest form of man's perfection. It's the stars. It's the brilliance in the sky. It is what we look at. Late at night when you look up at the starry sky. It's a brilliance that takes the breath away. It's just beautiful. But it is also our greatest wish, our greatest hope coming forward. Not what we wish for when we cross our fingers and say, oh, I really wish I get that new car. Oh, I really wish, I get this, I get that. It's what our soul longs for. It's a moving you forward in that wish, in that beauty, in that grace. And it's also seeing that you are connected to something so much greater than what you thought. And it moves you to the tower. It moves you. Your heart has had everything fall apart. Okay, this can be heartbreak. This can be tremendous heartbreak, pain, disappointment, upset, upheaval. You might have been going through 16 years of this, or better. This is what makes us question. But this is also divinity taking us out of our comfort zone, saying, no, it is time to move forward in a different way. And if you stay where you are, you wouldn't see the power that is coming around you. You wouldn't embrace the Queen of Wands. You wouldn't say, this is my truth, this is my power, and it will not be taken away. You wouldn't embrace your magic. And it's like, okay, well, there's nicer ways to do things, but divinity hits hard and hits true. That's just how it is. And so here, as you embrace this change, as you embrace this power, you see the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, for me, is the dying away of the old self and the rebirth of the new. It's very much like the Death card. But it's the overkill. We look at the overkill first. Instead of being in the midst of the transformation, we're seeing the darkness before the dawn. We are going through that transformation. And we're looking at the pain. And we're looking at the discomfort. And we're looking at the anger. And we're looking at every single year for 10 years. The hurt that has defined us. Okay? The pain that has moved us forward. And we're finding balance within what we want. And we're finding ourselves to be transformed. Okay, mentally, we're not the same person that we once were. That's why the swords are in our backs each year. And it sounds pessimistic to say, but I don't mean it pessimistically. I mean it very empoweringly and beautifully. We're not the same person that we were 10 years ago. We're just not. All right? And sometimes, you can sit there and say, oh, that's for the better. And sometimes it feels like that's for the worse. But however it feels at this moment, that transformation was for a reason. And it's looking at the pain, it's looking at the hardship, it's looking at the disappointment that has shaped us, okay? That has brought us to our knees, okay? Because the 10 of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is a person laid on the ground with 10 swords stabbed into them. First of all, it's overkill. And secondly, there's the dawn on the horizon coming. There's a new dawn, there's a new day, there's a new power coming to them that they had not seen. And that's what you're embracing. That's what you're embracing. But do not fall in to the victimhood of the overkill. Because every person in this life feels as if their hardships, their pains, their disappointments are overkill. And so that's it makes it feel a bit more fair, even though it doesn't seem fair. And then it moves you to the very essence of yourself, right? You're seeing the traps that people try to ensnare. Capricorn, when you enter into, and we're all on this journey to enter into the pure form of ourselves, right? When you enter into the pure form of yourself, your power in this world is unprecedented. Your force of truth, your way of seeing things. You're not the person setting the trap. You're the bear that sees the person. And it's like, you schmuck. What the heck are you doing? Type of person. It's like, absolutely not. And you embrace that. You embrace that energy. You embrace that knowledge. You see, you comprehend, you understand. You understand the temptations that pull people this way and that. You can see the puppet strings. And that's cool. And it brings you to justice. So as your heart sees the truth of it all, it brings you to justice. It brings you to balance. It brings you to a connection to your dreams and a being able to sit back. It brings discernment into your life and saying, you know what, there are times when I need to say no. There are times where things just don't make sense. And it brings you to being a student of your passion, of your prosperity, of what you desire, of what you are creating, of what you are cultivating. And people are looking at things, and it's as the roads open up to you that you thought would always be closed, you thought would never be there. And that's what the world is also saying. But you are bringing this forward, and the world is opening to you as you see things more openly and honestly for yourself. And it's like, well, why in the heck not? Why can't I seize this day? And you see yourself as the student, as this person who's constantly learning, constantly understanding, constantly adding more into their repertoire of existence and self. And it brings you to prosperity. It brings you to bounty. It brings you to an understanding of what you have been working for and a sense of a job well done. Others will try to take credit for it. They can't. They can't take credit for what you did. They can say whatever it is that they want to say. You will always know the truth. And it will always be the light that shines through you. All right. Whew. Let's see what your spirit guide animals have to say. Your spirit animals have to say. Capricorn, October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. October 16th to the 31st, 2020 Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Awesome. So we have here the cat spirit, claim your independence. Know your truth, claim your independence. Sit there and say, this is me. And when you see these animals in real life, okay, when you see an image of these animals, know that it is divinity saying to you, remember this message. It's your angels, your spirit guides, your spirit animals saying, remember this message. And it is claim your independence, know your worth. And then it brings you to the coyote spirit, trust in divine detours, okay? So we think that we have a plan, and we need everything to go in accordance to our plan. But trust in the divine detours. Trust in the different ways the world is opening to us. And in the unexpected, because there is a purpose. And then it brings you to the frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter in your mind. Clear out the clutter in your life. It is time to start claiming beauty. And it's time to be empowered by that beauty. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the lion spirit. Be generous. Be generous of spirit. And I was just about to say, be generous and brave. Move forward in the courageousness of your heart. Your subconscious people message is the Queen of Wands. It's fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's embracing your passion. It's embracing your brilliance. You have the cat right there claiming your independence, rolling up your sleeves, saying, this is the magic within me. And this is what shines bright. It is embracing the fire of your existence, the reason why you get out of bed in the morning. It is here within your heart, shining bright. And it's saying, this is my passion. This is my truth. This is my magic. This is my understanding. And there is nobody in this world who has the right to rob it from me. It brings you to your subconscious chakra message, which is inner child. It's connecting with your inner child. It's your heart chakra. And just take a moment to sit back and to visualize your inner child. And to see yourself as you are now. Just see yourself getting down on your knees and opening up your arms to that child. And as that child runs into your arms with that joy, with that laughter that children do, right? Hold that child tight and say, I will always listen to you. I will always be there for you. And I will always make life safe for you. Be that safety. Be that blessing that that child needs. That you need. Your subconscious tarot message is the Seven of Pentacles. Be patient. Be patient. The beauty of the harvest is coming. It's happening in divine timing and not our timing, which is so frustrating, yes, but also beautiful. And it brings a sweetness to life that sometimes we forget. No, that we can easily forget. And to go deeper into this subconscious message, we have the moon, Pisces energy, February 19th to March 20th. This is facing our fears. This is looking at the shadows and not seeing monsters, but seeing the silvery golden light of the moon. Seeing that beautiful understanding, the reflection of the light of the day, bring forward to illuminate our subconscious mind, our quiet self, our deeper desires. It's facing our fears, facing our hurts, facing our disappointments, and saying, I will not be ruled by fear. Fear is good. It keeps us alive. It keeps us from getting into really bad situations if we listen to that little voice inside of ourselves. But fear can also cripple. And it's saying, I will not be crippled by my fear. I will not. I will be empowered by my conquering of the shadows and of my seeing of the truth. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we step into the brilliance of our truth, the light of our purpose, and the determination of our souls, as we crown ourselves with peace and we walk away from the shadows that have haunted us. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn.